Scaling TikTok Shop ads is not what you think. Watch this first, guys. Everyone thinks that scaling TikTok Shop ads is about spending more money. Wrong. The reality is, if you do not structure your campaigns the right way, you are just going to burn cash. Guys, I run an agency that works with brands doing millions of dollars a month on TikTok Shop. We have scaled brands from 0 to 6-figure days using this tested strategy straight from TikTok's own playbook. Here is the step-by-step framework to scale TikTok Shop ads without wasting money. Let's get into it. All right, guys, step 1, cold start. So number 1, we want to start with product shopping ads. These are called PSAs. We're going to call them PSAs from now on. These work like Google shopping ads right inside of TikTok Shop. It's a really interesting way that these actually show up. They show up as these product cards. They're really, really effective for when you are starting. So this is not just my advice. This is straight from the mouth of TikTok. This is what they are saying to start with. So my recommendation is that you start with $50 a day on PSAs. Now, the main reason is that these work like search ads. And so let's just say that you're going up against a competitor like Goalie. You're selling apple cider vinegar capsules and you're selling like Goalie. As somebody is searching for apple cider vinegar, they're going to also see your product side by side. Now, this is where other videos that I've talked about, where I talk about how to set up the perfect product images, all of that is really going to come into place. We will have that video somewhere around here, or take a look at my channel and you can go from there. Now, remember that these are going to be general product categories as people search in, but you're going to actually be able to show up. Whereas normally you wouldn't show up at all, right? So this is a really, really great way if you're in a trending product category for people to find you. Now, what happens is this builds up your GMV, which is the key to scaling at the end of the day, right? Because the more GMV that you have on your product, the more that bigger creators see that and they see, oh man, looks like I can actually make some money repping this product. I'm going to make a few videos for this. PSAs do that. Now, one of the questions that you might be asking with product shopping ads or PSAs is, are these ads just taking sales that would have happened organically anyway? My answer to you is no. We are seeing very little cannibalization of sales that would have happened already on TikTok Shop. The main reason being there's 170 million people that are on the platform for, almost an hour a day searching for products that weren't able to find them before. So if you can show up on TikTok Shop with your PSAs, you're going to have a much better way to scale. Now, during all of this and during this cold start phase, this is where we want to start actually seeding. And we're going to seed to, at this point, probably some lower GMV influencers, because the high GMV ones just are not going to take your products. Now, you can try and go after the high GMV influencers, but most likely you're going to get a bit of a B performance out of them because they have tons of amazing products that they know will make money. And most likely they're going to say yes to you. And especially if they have a 90+ fulfillment rate, awesome, that's great. But at step 2, this is where you're going to take some of the content that you're starting to get as you're seeding out, right? Now you're going to add video shopping ads, or VSAs as they're called. So at this point, keep running PSAs, but now I want you to start adding VSAs, right? Creators are making content and buyers are seeing your product all over the place. At this point, buyers are starting to see, oh man, who's that apple cider vinegar company? Red apple cider vinegar bottle, right? They don't remember your brand at this point. Remember, your brand is not that memorable unless you're a very famous brand, then maybe they are. But at this point, they're just kind of searching and they're like, who was that again? This is why you want to have PSAs running so that you capture that traffic and they do not go to your competitors. So still continue to have PSAs up and running. Do not use target ROAS at this point. Bid for maximum delivery, right? That's the best way to do this, is to bid on maximum delivery. And I think that's a really great way for you to be able to now get some of these VSAs out. What you're going to do with these video shopping ads or VSAs is we're going to actually use Spark codes from creators. So at Social Commerce Club, we like to use a mix of both Spark codes and we like to use our own internal content that we're creating for ads at this point. We like to put them up against each other. Most times Spark codes are going to beat whatever you build out internally, but it's a really good idea to be able to test at this point, because remember, you're also paying a certain amount of percentage on what you are paying to the creator as well on top of ads which gets really expensive, which gets into another video that I put together on how to be profitable on TikTok Shop. You can check that one out right up here. We'll make sure to link to that, or you can go to my channel and go check out how to be profitable on TikTok Shop. And that's a really, really great way to be able to look through and see, well, how should I actually set this up so that creators, A, want to work with me, and B, I'm actually going to be able to make money, because there is no point in being on a channel that you lose money on constantly. Now, be warned that you might lose money at first on TikTok Shop, right? If that turns you off, you probably are not a great entrepreneur, and you probably don't want to be watching this video. Just saying, go ahead, you can rip me in the comments there, but I'm going to let you know that there are times where you're going to need to invest. And for me, TikTok Shop is an investment for the first 2 to 3 months in this channel that then gives gold at the end. Now, let's talk about step number 3. At this stage, you want to scale with cost caps and target ROAS, and you want to lean more into video shopping ads or VSAs, right? At this point, you need to be testing in between max delivery, cost cap, and target ROAS. If you start to put a target ROAS or a cost cap on and it's not able to scale, you want to go back to max delivery. At this point, never turn off your PSAs, right? Do not turn off your PSAs. They're going to continue to capture demand while your VSAs drive more eyeballs. The goal is to push as much possible volume at this stage while staying profitable, right? That is the point here. Push volume while you're staying profitable. Now, step 4 is where we get into GMV Max campaigns. Now, I know a lot of you guys have heard about GMV Max campaigns. These are the evergreen campaigns, or the forever green campaigns, however we want to say that. I might coin that term here, but GMV Max campaigns are incredible. Now, a couple of things that you need to know. You cannot run GMV Max campaigns, PSAs, and VSAs all at the same time on the same product, right? These are for brands that are at scale doing serious volume. This is when you want to go into GMV Max ads. This is the time for that. This is like TikTok's version of Advantage Plus on Meta or PMax on Google. Again, remember, this is where the scaling happens. So make sure you've got some serious scale on products before you get into GMV Max. You're going to be able to put in a target ROAS at this point as well. So this is the way. Now, I want to give you guys a little bonus hack in ads land here. Number 1, if you want creators to make insane content for you in your VSA phase, tell them we're going to put $3,000 worth of ad spend behind your videos if you create 15 pieces of content. Some of these videos are going to go viral, and you're already going to spend that budget on them. Creators love when you put ad spend and promise ad spend behind their products. Now, do not do this for all creators. Only do this for a specific subset of creators that are already pushing high GMV. Now, guys, if this was interesting, if you're learning lots from this, you are going to love my school community. The link is going to be below, and you're going to be able to find out a lot of interesting stuff there. I also have access. If you join my school community, you will be able to get access to my AI strategist, which you might have already seen on some other videos. If not, go to my channel and check that out. Awesome, guys. Let me know any of your questions or comments that you have below.